got in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, ring the alarm, ring the alarm. Get the people in here, get the people in here. We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't mean in terms of the carbonation way of saying good morning. You remember when carbonation would wake up, they would say welcome back to each other. But anyway, this is your boy Marwan. This is Mind Over Matter TV, and I have some unfortunate news for Nature Boy. I have unfortunate news for Nature Boy's cult members. Please join me here so I can share what's happening. Good life. Good evening, Mrs. Harris. Hello, hello, hello. Sarah. BT. BT. Bacon and tomato. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I remember, these cult members don't read. These cult members are kept from reading any real books. They're kept from reading books. They're kept from reading anything other than Nature Boy. So we have he has a serious problem on his hands. Oh, so talk about Cocoa. These people are dumb. They cannot read anything else. As a matter of fact, I want you to imagine this. You go to a cult for healing and you get burned. You go to a cult for knowledge and you get dumbed down. This cult that we're talking about, carbonation, the rest of these people have been so dumbed down, they don't know whether to defend Nature Boy or check Nature Boy or question things in front of Nature. They don't know what to do. So while they're on the phone with a jailed Nature Boy, they're like, you know what, Nature Boy, everything is going to be all right, man. You'll be out of it in like 1 hour. We got you, man. We got you. They have never probably practiced or rehearsed nothing like this before. They don't know anything. I think Nature Boy is the only one who has been to jail. He's been through the process. I don't know about anybody else who's been to jail. And why Nature Boy would call his flunkies, his dummies, instead of spending his time talking to a lawyer, and you're going to leave it up to these weirdos to bring you a lawyer, I bet, too, right? You're going to leave it up to these dummies to get the right lawyer for you. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't heard, this Nature Boy weirdo, the cult guru, I don't know if he's been let out on bail or anything. So someone could inform me on that. I tried to check out the hearing today, but I don't know if he's been held still today. But if he is still held, let's just remember there is a chance he could be let out on bail so long as he comes up with some loot, the bond money. But they have to consider something, man. This guy is not going to stick around. I mean, this guy is going to run. This guy could, in all likelihood, do things to harass that woman. Listen, y'all remember in Puerto Rico, right? This was the funniest carbonation moment, maybe. Funny and whatever, but in Puerto Rico, y'all remember that? And Nature Boy was like creeping through somebody's window or front door. He was peeping his head in. He was like, hey, Velvet, I want to talk to you, Velvet. Nobody invited him. He just rolled up to the spot to visit Velvet in Puerto Rico, where Velvet was trying to go ahead and get that restraining order. He wanted to approach and try to handle that and all that. Yeah, Coco, I was running some errands, and I figured they probably weren't going to hear his case first. So I listened. I was there. As soon as you sent me the live video, I just kept listening until it was over. And Eligio's name was never called. So thank you again for forwarding that YouTube channel. For real. So we say Modest Rebels and Cruella and Mrs. Harris. Mrs. Harris may have been the one to break it all down. So why Modest Rebels? Why do you say no bond? If tomorrow's the hearing, has that already been dismissed before the hearing or what? Modest Rebel. Everybody seems to be saying no bond. What's that about, Mrs. Harris? No bond, no bond. Is that a fact? I don't think he should be given bond. I'll tell you the truth. I think a good argument could be made. No bond for Eligio. And please tell Eligio that he's got to stop with the nonsense. You got to stop with the nonsense about the black man being in jail. It's one thing for your dummy followers, your idiotic, your stupid cult members to believe the nonsense you're spitting. But we're not going to have it. So this is already on Channel 5. What are we talking about? That's hilarious. Channel 5? Channel 5? What? Yes, I have I did a video yesterday, and it seems as if yeah, the 5 charges. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I really want to talk about are the dummies in the cult. If you're a cult follower, you want to make sure your followers are just as smart, just as tough, right? One thing we know that Eligio really isn't intelligent. Regardless of what you think, how he sounds, how he likes to command a conversation or a topic, this guy's actually dumb. Okay? Dumb. No bond for a rape charge. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because he can always go find her. He can harass her. So what was I just saying, y'all? What was I just saying? Help me out.
New at 6 tonight, DeKalb County Police have taken an accused cult leader into custody. And tonight, that man faces a number of charges, including rape and false imprisonment. Fox 5's Portia Bruner has spent the day looking into the case and joins us now with what she's learned. Portia?
Yeah, very interesting case here, Russ. I can tell you first off, Eligio Bishop,
I ain't even comment on
40
her.
years old, is being held here at the DeKalb
40.
County Jail behind me without bond, charged with some very serious crimes. Critics call the organization Carbonation a cult. I spoke to several members today who were all there yesterday when he was arrested. They call him God.
They call him God. This is to tell you they are dumb. All right. I'm not trying to just belittle people because we know that they may be under some kind of a spell. So I just want to limit it to their brainwashed selves are very dumb. He made it important for them to be dumb. The people who felt like he didn't like them really, they were the ones who were sort of smart. They were the ones who had their own mind, right, Mama Nine? They were the ones that were sort of pushing back a little bit. So he's on the phone, in jail, speaking to dumb Solar. Solar, you're an idiot, dude. Malia is straight dumb because just yesterday, she would have been the one calling the police. Just yesterday, Malia, we already know. These people are so dumb. They were on the phone with them and they're like, hey, Nature Boy, good to hear you. Great to hear your voice. We love you. I love myself and don't worry about it, Nature Boy. We got it. We're going to hold you down. You'll be back in no time. And Nature Boy, who's been through this process already, he's like, yeah, about that coming back thing. You know how this goes, y'all. Chances are good I might actually be here, so you got to think about the worst case scenario. No, Master Teacher. No. Look at this is just a test. This is just a temporary setback for a long-term comeback. This is just we are, you are God. And then Nature Boy goes, yeah, I am God, but you know what I'm saying? God got to spend some time behind here a little bit because, and we need a lawyer. Don't worry about that. We know everything about the law. We know what it takes to find a good lawyer for you. We're going to do everything we can in our power. And we're going to pick the best lawyer. Whatever. They muted Musa after he said anyone can leave on their own will. Tanae, hello. So I'm trying to figure out, he's got dummies. I just want y'all to hear a little bit. We're going to play this news clip. Finish it first, sorry.
Literally.
These people are dumb, bro.
God is a very loving being. He's very caring. He's very...
Oh. See, the thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, please understand something. Thank you for subscribing. All right, I'm back. I'm back on this Nature Boy thing now. All of these people are going to be scrutinized, and this idiotic cult, stupid group of men and women. They had the nerve to let Malia speak to the news. Hey, look, Eye of Ra. All they can do is incriminate him. What else do they know? They're going to be telling people, yeah, he's Baba G. He used to be master teacher. We got kicked out of Costa Rica. That's right, he is God. We got kicked out of Belize because they were saying things about him touching on kids. But you see, so this is another thing. I'm even making sure that anybody who's involved in any kind of a trial who knows me or is close to me, you need to know. I'm letting those people know to answer the question that is asked. Don't give up too much more information. Don't give up more than is needed. None of these people should be talking. Malia should not be talking. None of these people should be talking to the press. This is the thing, but they want clout. They want that fame and notoriety, I think. Susie Bachata, it all depends on how much they are going to pay him. You'll get a lawyer that will get paid to do it.
Very holy.
The women and men who...
She's struggling to find the right bull stuff words. And the thing about it is, these ladies are speaking, but the reality is once they figure out who these ladies are, they're looking at Malia speaking. He's holy. He's what am I trying to say? What can really sound really hot and really divine? He's God, basically, if you understand what I mean. He's holy. He's the Messiah, right? That's what he is. And people are going to find out how many times Malia was trying to run away. People are going to find out everything about you fools. Because you were stupid enough to commit probably the most dangerous religious sin, whatever you can do. You started worshiping a man. And what's even worse, y'all are out here worshiping a gay escort.
Who belong to the organization called Carbonation believe their leader, 40-year-old Eligio Bishop, is literally God. And they insist he should never have been arrested by DeKalb County Police Wednesday night.
They insist he should never have been arrested. Why? Because they so smart? No, because that's the type of thing he would train them to say. Right? So I'm listening to a live video and Nature Boy's on the phone and he's like, hey, connect me to my Bigo family or whatever. So they go to Bigo and there's like a couple people live waiting for Nature Boy. And Nature Boy asks those people, a woman, I think, asks her, y'all know this is bullshit, right? Y'all know this is bullshit, right? And then the woman goes, well, you know what, to tell you the truth, we don't know everything. We can't really say for a matter of fact that he did it or not did it. And these people were supposed to be allies or friends of the family. And they're like, what? You don't know whether or not he did it. What? You supposed to say he's innocent. So there was another moment in Carbonation back when the young lady who is known as Pocahontas was there. Before she left, something had happened, and Nature Boy was out here talking about there's going to be solar flares. They were outdoors. He got so mad at his family because everybody was attacking him online. He got mad at his followers because he felt like he shouldn't have to tell them to go out there and fight for him. So he's got to direct these people. They're so stupid. They're so underfoot. They're so under his ass that they don't even know when to break off from him and be who he is. But actually, they do, because, like I said, he is dumb, and they therefore are dumb. If you have a dumb cult leader begets a stupid as all hell and pretty retarded cult following.
At this home, they say he rents here on Arbor Trace near La Vista Road. They were all here when police showed up unexpectedly.
I came outside. Police were circling with the helicopter I seen first. Then I come to the front window. We see they're outside with guns pointed at the doors, pointed at the windows.
This is a revolving door, and you can come in and out as you please. No one is going to hold you against your will here.
But DeKalb County investigators say a woman who left this organization.
Look at these dummies. Hold up. I gotta show you a little bit. Maybe you've seen this. If you've seen it, it's not my fault. They're on TV, y'all.
Organization recently made very serious accusations about the mistreatment of women. After a search warrant was executed, Alicia was charged with rape, false imprisonment, and prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. He's currently being held at the DeKalb County Jail without bond.
We teach sexual education and we believe in nudity. And so that's...
Well, why ain't you nude right now, man? You teach sex education, herpes having ass nigga. You teach sex education, huh? Really? And you believe in being nude? You ain't been nude in a long time, man. It's sounding good now. You start to repeat what y'all used to teach in Costa Rica. Y'all niggas, you haven't been nude in a long time. At least I don't think so. He's like, we believe in nudity. We basically, whatever Babaji says, we down for, and we're here for that. And life forever. And you know what? He may have touched the baby, or he may have let the baby touch his wee-wee. We call it wee-wee because y'all out here turn sex and make it dirty. But you know what I'm saying? He let the kid touch his wee-wee. It's a wee-wee, even as adults, because we don't want to make it a sexual thing with the kids, even though he's there having sex with his wife, and he rolls over and the kid is right there. Or sometimes the kid would be, the mother would be breastfeeding. And then, you know what I'm saying? That kid would reach over and grab his wee-wee. And they're going to tell all the business.
One of the charges that's trying to be brought against my chief is for revenge porn. But the female that was here, the woman that was here, she gave consent to actually release it for sexual education. It's not just like porn, it's for educational purposes.
Everything that happens...
She gave you all consent. Yeah, but this is how it is. We can watch the video, assuming it's the video where she says she was a prostitute. We can watch the video, right? You ain't going to be in the jury, Mustafa, Musa, whatever your weirdo name is, with a solid mother at home. Musa, you have a solid mother at home who came on my channel before. She was so kind to be on my channel expressing she can't really do nothing. This guy, her son is just out here, and it was hurting her. It was causing her some pain, and probably still is, seeing her son on television spewing this nonsense about a leader of theirs who does not care about them. Because if he cared about them, he wouldn't be in jail right now wishing they were with him. Because that's what he's doing. But if he cared about them, he would have told them, don't say anything to the media. This is me. I want to go ahead and handle this business. But look, the way it is with these folks, maybe Legio doesn't have to tell them anymore. They just know to go ahead and act crazy.
Sexually happens among adults.
Correct. Yes.
Consenting adults.
Correct.
I did speak at length with the women there. They said that many women come and go from this organization because they don't necessarily like what they discover about themselves, and say that this is another targeted attack against Mr. Bishop. Of course, police are saying they're still investigating what happens inside the home there and what happens to the women who say they leave because they've been sexually mistreated. Well,
oh snap! So while they were there on the grounds, collecting the people, getting all their, when the feds arrived, I heard they were asking them other questions. They were asking the idiotic cult members things like, they were asking them directly, do you have any evidence of this man assaulting someone by the name of Malia? So the feds knew Malia's name already. And they were like, well, we would like some information. So to the feds may have thought that as soon as they come into the program and get Eligio out there, the feds probably thought that all of the rest of them were just basically going to cooperate. Because if this is a cult, then all they needed was this big bad leader to get out of here, right? You never know what the feds are thinking, that it's a big bad leader, that all you need is to remove the leader, and then everybody else will be like, woo, I'm so glad that motherfucker gone. We've been acting this whole time. But no. That's right, Jade Lee. Velvet lives in, I'm not sure where Velvet lives, but you can probably guarantee that if this case goes to trial, you can almost guarantee that Velvet might have a part in it. If this case is what I think it is, and if the developments develop like I think they're going to develop, then yeah, Velvet is going to be a person of interest. In other words, even if Velvet is kind of trying to shy away from all of this, the fact that she's such an interesting person and has such a important thing to say, she's got, her insight is unmatched. They're going to go out of the way to find her ass. So don't even worry about whether or not Velvet is going to, if Velvet is thinking about testify, they're going to go out of their way to find her ass. She's going to have to tell them, no, 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 I don't want to testify. And I have to add this part. Unfortunately, I have to say, there still might be a crazy chance that the charges are dropped. I'm just saying, 5% of me is like, hold up. All those other cases, and next thing you know, you hear of the charges being dropped. So again, she could drop all the cases. She could try. Sorry, Neytiri, it's out of your hands now, Neytiri. You can try to drop the charges all you want, Neytiri. But you know what? The feds got the case, Neytiri. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you, this is not going to be a case where it's Neytiri versus Eligio. That's not it. So Neytiri, that's not it right now. You're talking about the state versus Eligio. You're talking about the state or the United States against Eligio, which means it don't matter what Neytiri tries to drop a charge. Oh no! This is the moment that Velvet and Pops Marquez, all of them, everybody has been waiting for. This is the type of move by a former member that everybody's been waiting for. And now they've got dummies on the other side that might make it worse. And as someone said in the chat, I think it was Jada, there's probably more charges. There's probably more charges. They're going to hold him there until they are done with the investigation. And the investigation, whether you like it or not, all of these people, the news people, she's so interested in this story, y'all. The news people, the higher ups, the editors at these news stations, domestic terrorists. I mean, there's going to be so many different weird things that might come out now that this is official. I think almost basically mainstream. The only thing you need now is for the shit to be on CNN. Which brings us back to Costa Rica when Nature Boy was on the bus talking about call CNN. He was live on the bus when they were basically rolling to the bus. He was like, call CNN, call NPR, trying to convince other people outside of his retarded cult that he's innocent, as if anybody's going to really see him as innocent, but his cult members. Eye of Ra. Let's see. Let me go back to some of the chat. Is that Shribad? It's tough to see that name, Shribad. Yellow Y says, because Neytiri lied and said she was raped. It's a lie. No, duh. Nature Boy has evidence she wasn't raped. It's on camera. No, duh. Yellow Y is in the building. Yellow Y says Neytiri lied. Again, this is a case that still has yet to be proven, right? It has to be proven, right? And how can she prove that he raped her? How is this going to be proven with no rape kit, with no semen, with no, right? This is not a fresh rape. You know, so that's going to make it even harder, right? The fact that, so she's going to have to try to prove it. Hopefully, when she was raped, there's evidence that she spoke to people about it, her sister, her brother, her family. There's got to be evidence out here that she did something other than bring a lawsuit now. That would help her out. But like Yellow Y said, she's not quite innocent, and she may be lying about the sex and the rape. So we may see many charges, but each charge has to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt. And I know the dummies at Carbonation, they know those words. The unfortunate part about it is they don't know. And again, Nature Boy actually told them or asked them to get his message out. To tell the people that he's innocent. He's putting it on his cult members now, who also weren't in the room when they had sex or whatever. He's going to try to tell them to do things, to operate and to work. He's in big trouble until he has a lawyer, and still then he's going to be in trouble.
We'll continue to work on the story and have more developments as they come into Fox 5 News. Reporting live at the DeKalb County Jail, Portia Bruner, Fox 5 News.
Nice.
Oh man, it's just crazy. So they're on the phone. He's got to direct them. He's got to tell them how to feel on the phone, and it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. So now they've got the cult in the forefront. We are going to be able to see how solid was Nature Boy's teachings. Are they behaving like they know what they're talking about? Are they making constant mistakes? We already know that they're dumb as all hell. But the question is, what are they going to do? What are they going to do about it? And so far, they might further incriminate themselves. Yep, we just played it on the news. It's official, y'all. It's definitely official. And it's hilarious, y'all. It's absolutely crazy. What did Eves Jean said? The news confirmed it was the feds. Yeah, we just had it on. We just heard it. But I'm trying to find these people. Here we go. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to laugh. This is not a situation where it's like we want a black man in jail. Let's cut that narrative out, Nature Boy. who no longer has his Instagram page up. This Nature Boy page is no longer up. Why is that? But ladies, check it out. I knew that Marwan would give a proper insight on this. Thank you. Okay. So everything's going to come out. The feds are going to want to know about every single woman in that cult. They're going to be asking, though, if this is a feds the way I think of the feds, if they haven't spoken to Mother Girl, Nature Girl, Fury yet, and Rambo and all them, if they haven't spoken to them yet, if they haven't spoken to Crystal D or Pocahontas, they sure will. They are interested in knowing everything about this dude. And I don't think any stone will be left turned over, or however people say that saying. They will leave no stone. Yeah, so what let's just say this. What do you think the white boy informed about? What do you think the white boy informed people about that Neytiri could not? What do you all think? What do you all think that white boy informed the feds after he's only there a week? What do you think that white boy informed them that Neytiri could not? So even I was sort of thinking about that angle, but I don't know. I'm not digging that angle anymore. I'm not digging that angle anymore about a white guy is the informant. I don't know much about that unless that white guy picked up some stuff, picked up a hard drive or picked up something, and then that's not really an informant. That's just a mole. That's just somebody undercover that you get to do something. I don't want to say that he's an informant because what could he inform them? Malia is the informant. Yeah, I'm gonna give the props to this Neytiri young lady, so long as she doesn't change her mind. So long as she doesn't change her mind about this case or about testifying, because it would damage things because the state can take up the case, but if Neytiri doesn't testify, they can't get Nature Boy on rape. If Neytiri doesn't testify, and if all the members there say that bitch lying, I mean, think about it. So it is what it is. Let me know what you all think. Well, Malia must have been named on a document because the feds came and they started speaking to the other members on the side, saying, hey, do you know of any situations where Nature Boy assaulted Malia? So the feds used Malia's name. It was either the feds or it was Neytiri's brother. Neytiri's brother was there too, as the feds were attacking. One of those people may have asked the other member, is there any evidence of assault on Malia? So they definitely have the other women's names in their mouth. And I can't find, this is so interesting how certain things have disappeared. This is hilarious. This is just hilarious about Malia. I hope that Neytiri stays strong and Velvet adds to what she has to say. I want to know, where is the I am God energy? I am God. Sticking his chest out, right? That's how he did it at that restaurant. It just goes to show you again, he could hit silly women. He could emasculate weak males like Solar and True and Pisces and all of them. But when it comes to the law, he turns back to his biatch self. When it comes to facing the law with who he is, when it comes to facing the law with who he's telling everybody else, yeah, no, he clams all that up. He leaves that for his flunkies, even in the news conference. They're like, he is our God. They don't, you know, Nature Boy probably wasn't even saying all of that. But his followers are telling the news, he is our God. He is God. He is the Messiah. But you don't find Nature Boy telling that to the cops ever. So there's nothing but weak people here, and I can't see the 33 Gods page. He must have taken that down, right? Malia tried to make sure she mentioned Neytiri's brother was there to throw him off of her. I think the feds sent Malia back in when she left the last. See, people's got different different kind of theories going on. Different theories going on. Let's not get too carried away. Like, we can only pretty much deal with where there's evidence, right? So we got to deal with the evidence here. I think Malia is gone. I don't even think Malia has it in her to be no agent. I think Malia is down for the program. They put Malia out there in front. I mean, I think Malia is there. Yes, yes, sir. I don't have a weapon, sir. You want us to lay down? Okay, okay. All the way? Should I take my pants off? And can I put my pants back on? Is everything okay, Your Honor? Police? Oh, did I call you a pig? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you a pig. Yeah, well, what was that video about? You seem to hate police, Mr. Eligio. You wanna tell us about your hatred of the police? Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? That's just entertainment. You know how it's entertainment? You know, I'm such an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? That I used to be gay for pay. See? That tells you right there. It's all entertainment. I do things for the money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we understand that, but here you have the police right here. You called us Babylon. We heard the video. What's your real beef with America, Mr. Eligio? Why did you leave in the first place? And are you really a cult leader that thinks you're God? I'm saying though, if you look in the Bible, they got that part where there's a little G, right? And says, ye are gods. Or, you know, that's one example if you want to, you know what I'm saying, just in case. Or you ever listen to hip hop? You like hip hop? Okay, well, in hip hop, you notice that you got these rappers out here, right? They call themselves John Gotti. They call themselves, you know, Luciano, Pavarotti, whatever. Didn't you ever think that they should go ahead and say something positive? Like, that's what, I'm God. Yeah, but sir, you seem to have a real problem with white people, police, structure, and order. What you mean I got a problem with order? I was in the army. You know, I stood for our people. I fought for the country. It's like I was in the army. I'm teaching these kids army tactics. I ain't no God for real. Like, just between me and you, we don't really got to talk about that part. You know what I mean? God, whatever. If these people need a mentor, if these people need themselves a counselor, it's not against the law for me to counsel them and make them drink my semen. You know, it's not against the law for me to sometimes, you know, have the men, you know, give me head. You know what I mean? That's not against the law. If they need me to be there for them. So you never know what this dude, Nature Boy, is really saying. You never know. He's not going to be himself in front of authority. Wait till you see the hearing tomorrow. You're going to see Nature Boy at a hearing in front of a judge talking about, yes, I am, that's me, Your Honor. Yes, I am Eligio Prada Bishop. I'm Eligio, I'm here. Yes, ma'am. I'm here to answer whatever you want me to answer. I'm at your service. That's right, Imara. There is no bond for something like that. What did Fleur Brun say? You are on to the real with Agent Malia. All right, we'll see. I'm going to call BS on Agent Malia. But I can't be too strong with that. I can't be too strong with that. Because you know why? Because if you saw that video and if you listened to that, how her voice got to that demonic level. And that just told me right there, she could be, you know, taken over by good and bad spirits, maybe, right? She could be. But we don't know. Now they've got Immortal Malia, and her account is private. I'm like, damn, do any of you weirdos have any kind of a. See, the problem is I don't know these people's names. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Immortal Malia. I don't want to know her things. Mama Strawberry? Who is that? There she is. Nature Boy Tavi. Strawberry. Is that a little kid? Oh, she probably hasn't quite arrived yet. She's got Nature Boy business all on her page. So the thing about it is there's nothing but idiots that he has following him. They should be scared because anything that they say can incriminate Nature Boy. Anything that they say can incriminate them and Nature Boy. Nature Boy's a dummy. Nature Boy's an idiot and a fool. And only he could teach that. He can only teach that to whomever sits there as his student, right? Because as Flurbrun said, they don't even know how to operate really. They don't know how to breathe. You know, they're gonna be calling him every day just to get permission to breathe, they're gonna be like, "Can we pass gas today? I know you basically in jail. We still know you're gonna get out. Oh yeah, it's month number 3. We still believe you're gonna get out because it's just a test." Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the official thing because I don't know. It still has to be proven, but I think the fact that they got it this far, it tells me that even if that rape charge gets, I don't know, we don't know what's going to happen. You got to look at each charge. But even if that rape charge is cut off, there could be other kinds of charges that, once you add them all up, it could pile up to something more. And so, I don't know, this is interesting. You got Brother Polite going to jail. You got Young Pharaoh going to jail. You got Nature Boy going to jail. I don't know what happened to Brother Polite in his case, but he was dealing with the court. Young Pharaoh dealing with the court. Nature Boy dealing with the courts. And these are all people that got some sort of a following. And they all sort of talk the polygamy thing. And I don't know what the hell they really doing at the end of the day. But there's something in the water in New York, right? Which is where Polite, Nature Boy, I know y'all might say New Jersey for Nature Boy, but no. He's claiming Harlem. He went to go get his papers. He was born in New York. He may have been backwards on what his astrological sign was, right? He wasn't quite sure about that until like 3 years into him being a guru. He thought his 5th house was something else. The big dummy. That's the thing. They called him a cult leader. I figured he's in Atlanta right now, and then maybe that's not quite the cult. But yeah, he's always been a cult leader, telling them he's God and all that crap that people want to believe. But I think it's interesting that Immortal Malia's page is privated. It's privated. They about to throw the book at him. He got charges coming from so many states and even countries. Really, Bianca? What charges he got from other countries? Y'all remember when Young Pharaoh was going to do a video on all Nature Boy's charges, and that video never came up? The word cult is the worst thing to have on court papers. Well, it's the worst thing to have. Yeah, it's the worst thing to have down officially on court papers. And yeah, just to have the government, consider you a cult leader. It's not a good thing. So his house has been raided before. Other countries, these type of things have happened, but this is the first time United States feds got him. And I'm gonna tell you something. When the United States feds got you, it's a problem. Yellow, it's Nature Boy that thinks it's Nature Boy and Nature Boy's group that believes jail is bad for him. But if he starts over with the inmates there, that part is not my problem. If he's finding dummies behind bars, that's on them. He can probably get somebody excited and he might learn somebody something. But if they find out that he's in there for rape, right? Yellow Y, you have heard, right, what happens, and it's generally universally accepted. You have heard what happens when someone is said to have raped. You know what they do there? They do something that's more, physical and more legit than what they do in real life sometimes. They handle them. And you know what, Yellow Y? If it ever comes out, and it probably will, and it should, that he has his own kid play with his penis, guess what's going to happen to that dude? No, it's not going to be in part of his paperwork. It's not going to be a charge. But you know how these people online are. They will go looking for inmates where Nature Boy is staying. They will go look to see if any of those inmates has a Bigo account or a Facebook account. They will look for inmates wherever Nature Boy goes, and they will send them videos. They will send inmates videos so that the inmates, just in case they didn't know about his, his penchant for playing with kids, the way people operate on these internet streets, they're going to find an inmate wherever Nature Boy is. They're going to find the one that has a Facebook account, a Bigo account, and they're going to send the whole prison. They're going to send all the inmates videos too. Because right now, as we are speaking, some people maybe are sending videos to the DeKalb Police Department right now. I guarantee you that's the type of thing that's happening. People are sending videos right now with violence on it. They're probably going to show the big fight between Malia and Velvet. They got to decide, is that cult behavior, or you want to hold those adults to that fight, or is it obvious he is the one orchestrating it? So once everything comes out, it might end up amazing people that this weirdo was able to actually do this, to have grown people acting like this for him in 2022, talking about some Messiah. Anybody who thinks that any Messiah is actually, never mind. I don't want to get into it because people have a right to believe whatever they want to believe at the end of the day. At the end of the day. But this is just to say that the people there, the rest of the cult members, they're all idiots. They're all idiots. They're all idiots. So let's see what else we got here. You might want to listen just in case.
And I see his face. I'm like, man, I don't know you, man. Daddy, I ain't talking to you. And I walked out.
You gotta learn how to calm down, yo.
I do, but yeah, I felt like it was some setup. I felt like they was trying to set up.
I'm saying you could at least heard what he had to say.
No, they was asking, do you need help? Do you need some assistance? Because they were
trying to blame you.
So I said no.
I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing. They were asking what?
They was asking if you need assistance, do you need some help? We have an organization we can help you with. I was like, no, I don't know you people. I don't want to talk to you.
That was the interesting part, right? I remember that when he did that, Eye of Ra. As if they don't know that people are listening. So I just told y'all some of the pages have been taken down, turned private. Malia's page, right? Because she knows they're looking for her. So she takes down her page. Nature Boy's page is probably private, right? Go ahead and try to find it on Instagram. They're trying to swipe everything right now, which is so hilarious because if he's God, God ain't got nothing to hide. God ain't got nothing to delete. God ain't got nothing to erase or sweep God stands strong in what he's doing. If you didn't rape her, why are you running around sweeping and erasing stuff off your hard drive? Why are you running around telling Solar to go call her, go get her? So there's a danger, you know, that so hopefully the law, hopefully they will really, because he's still connected to his group. He's still connected to the group there. He still may allow or may direct that group to do something. What are they going to do? What are they going to do but talk and go live? And they should do neither one.
They was trying to. It seemed like they was trying to get me to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like they put these charges on me anyway.
That's crazy though. For what though? There's no evidence.
Yeah, they can.
She said, for what though? There's no evidence. You are my God, and I'm here to let you know you gonna get out of here. Cause you know what, Nature Boy? I'm just one of your dumbass followers. You never really taught nothing. But you know what? What evidence do they have? And that is a good question. What is the evidence of the rape, at least? Ooh, who knows? Rape is always a difficult thing to prove. It's easiest to prove when you got the semen right there up between your legs, ladies. Fresh semen right there. It's easy for that case, and maybe some nails, some evidence that you were hit or that you fought back. It's difficult to prove rape. It's difficult to prove rape. And Yellow Y says, once again, God is not a person. And how many of those members have you heard say that? As Nature Boy calls himself that. I am God. I am God. You are God. Telling all these people that they are God. So it's up to them if God is a person or not. I don't know. So the question is going to be, will these other members get arrested? That is the question. We see that he can be sending them instructions on how to go and telling them to go find Neytiri, right? Because they are operating arms of who he is. They are basically who he is while he's outside of prison. Neytiri may be under police protection. That could be true. I mean, if in order for, because they do ask, I'm pretty sure they ask the victims of rape the type of things that they would like. So yeah, that's probably one of the things she mentioned that says, hey, listen, I need some protection out here. Or they would just look at the situation and realize he ain't really got nothing to worry about. Unless those people actually go crazy and start looking for her. I could see those dummies doing something like that, looking for Neytiri, because they are that dumb. And the more they talk, the bigger the hole they dig. Right? All the coverage he has given the world. He has given all the evidence they need. He has put so much out that leaves others to presume crimes he has committed. He's put a lot out. That's gonna touch on the reasonable doubt, though. If it's him putting it all out, the argument could be made that it might be entertainment. If he is the one putting it out. But then at the same time, it's going to be a decision for the jury to make, not their cult leaders. So this dude, Nature Boy, got his tail between his legs. He's whispering. He doesn't want to upset the inmates or the officers, the COs. He doesn't want to, get on anybody's bad side. I guarantee you he's not yelling like he was yelling at that restaurant. He's not in the jail talking about, I am God, you are God. Shut the fuck up, nigga, before I beat your ass. And then fuck you.
They came in with that intention.
They said I'm not charged with it. I'm not guilty of it. It's just an accusation.
Right.
Blind leading the blind, the dumb leading the dumber. He's like, they said basically I got 3 charges. What y'all talking about? 5? What is y'all saying? I got 5 charges? Or is it 3 charges? They're like, yeah, you got 5. You got 5 whole charges. You know what I'm saying? or whatever. What you mean? I got 3 charges. It's revenge porn, rape, and false imprisonment. They got, nah, man. You got all these other charges. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit we talking about. I see it. I got it right here. They're going to tell him. But anyway.
Bullshit.
To do what? He gotta help me get out of here, man.
Exactly.
I need a lawyer. Does anybody talk a lawyer talk?
Yeah, we talked to a bunch of lawyers
We got
already.
lawyers on standby. We was just waiting on a confirmed charge before they could move.
All dummies. Yeah, we've been talking to lawyers, telling him everything he want to hear. They probably ain't talked to no lawyers. You know, anybody out here, if you're going to be a lawyer for Nature Boy, you know, good luck, man. It's a pretty open case if you want to just get your money and bounce. You ain't got to worry about doing too much. It's your boy's in trouble. You talking about a bunch of lawyers. I tell you one thing, you motherfuckers should have had those lawyers directing and guiding you this entire time. You know what I mean? I mean, think about that. If any of those lawyers really cared, they just want to jump on a paycheck. They see what he's making on Bigo. They're like, listen, I'll represent you, but you know what? You got to pay me, man. You got to pay me, dude.
Move forward.
Now we know which lawyer to move forward with and what to do.
Did y'all write the charges down?
We gotta.
Nature Boy's listening to them and thinking to himself, you niggas ain't shit. Nature Boy's listening to them like, you niggas ain't shit. Did y'all even write down the charges, nigga?
We got a whole paper.
Mm-hmm.
Did they said I raped her, bro?
That's nuts. That's nutty.
She gonna get
They don't even play like that.
No, you don't play like that, bro.
They do. They do.
They definitely do.
They definitely play like
Don't
that.
you?
Shit is
Revenge porn? Come on, dude.
He said, revenge porn? Come on. Who, me? Revenge porn? You guys know I didn't, right? This is classic preaching to the choir, because that's exactly what's going on. The choir's ready to sing. The choir's just ready, like, yeah, amen. Amen. Well.
doing the move.
Revenge for what?
Does the public know about this?
He said, does the public know about this? What he's really asking is, did you all take your ass to the public and defend me, bitches? Right? Listen how it works. He just asked his flunkies, does the public know anything about his side of the case? He asked his homies. What he's really asking is, did you take your lazy ass and talk to the public and let them know I'm innocent?
Does the public know that other charges?
We got the paperwork right here.
And he had
He said, does the public know about the charges? And these dummies, did you hear what they said? They're like, it's funny you mentioned that. He's like, it's funny you bring that up, Nature Boy. You over here asking, does the public know everything? But you know what? We got the paperwork right here. We got the paperwork right here. What you talking about? Does the public know, nigga?
And then we got screenshots.
screenshot right there. That's
They like, we got some screenshots of all the charges. Does the public know the charges? Well, you know what I'm saying? I got a copy right here. I printed it out. And I got everything ready to go.
So y'all need to get on Bigo. Y'all need to get on.
See? So now y'all need to get on Bigo. Y'all need to start working, right? So he's got to do this. Again, this has been a situation that he's had to do this a lot. Whenever he gets in public trouble, he always has to take time out to remind his flunkies who have no mind that they should be out there defending him. He already knows these are dummies because he knows only a dummy would be his follower. He knows that.
On all platforms and start letting people know. They hit them.
That was horrible advice too, right? He said, listen, go on all these platforms, go on Bigo, and you know what I'm saying? Let people know. And at the same time, he also knows he ain't losing anything. Who cares if they mess up by letting people know, then that'll mean maybe they will incriminate themselves. I think there's a part of Nature Boy that says, look, y'all niggas need to go out there and talk, defend me, nigga, because y'all should be in here with me. Matter of fact, go out there, say whatever you want. Tell them whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? And get back to me later.
They get your phones or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, go hit me up.
hit me directly
Same here.
on Instagram and also straight to my phone.
And the Google Voice is blowing up right now too.
So we're hitting certain main areas, and we can make it go digital.
And
Let them know I'm locked up.
we turned it
Let
up.
everybody know I'm falsely accused.
He said, look, let everybody know I'm falsely accused. Which I get it, but they should have been doing that already, right? This is where Nature Boy's coming from.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
shit crazy. I can't, this is so surreal.
He's saying it's so surreal because he had pictured it before.
So surreal.
This is crazy.
So real.
It's an accusation. Get a lawyer. We good. I just need to get to them. Because they might try to hit me with either flight risk.
We got
or
you.
shit.
We got.
They might try to hit me with all this other stuff like a flight risk, right? He's discussing whether he's going to get bond. And he's telling them, you know what I'm saying? They might hit me with flight risk. They might do all types of real stuff to me, y'all. And then they're like, oh, no, no, boss. Oh, hell no, boss. We got you. We got you, boss. We got you. And you know what I'm saying? They might do all this other stuff to me. They might hold me here without bail. Oh, no, they're not going to do that to God. Don't worry about a damn thing. Oh, no, they're not.
Got you.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of that.
I mean, like, they're saying we're going to take care of it. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing, Your Honor, or whatever they call them. Don't worry about a thing. What we're going to do is just like we never really planned. Remember that time we never really planned for something like this? We're going to do that because, you know what I'm saying? We never really planned for nothing like this. We pretty much confused. We don't even know when to sleep without you telling us when it's good to sleep. We don't even know when we should be eating. We feel bad when we get a little snack at 11 o'clock because we're really supposed to eat just once. But sometimes we see you, Nature Boy, you be eating more than once. Oh, did I say that?
Already.
We're about to get a lawyer in line.
Yeah, ain't nobody worried about what Sonetta got to say on pretty much anything. You know what I mean? He's already, at least to me, he's the guy that Nature Boy runs to when Nature Boy wants to color his image a little bit. And he's probably putting money in Sonetta's pocket. And that's another thing to consider. They're sort of closer than all of us are to these corny people. And I've heard Sonetta say, you know, he doesn't like the idea that many people are going to always connect him to Nature Boy because Nature Boy was on his couch with young Pharaoh, right? And debating with Brother Polite. So even Sonetta at some point has got to sit down and be like, oh, man, Brother Polite, young Pharaoh, and Nature Boy. I had all of them on my show, pushing them. I'm pushing them to the whole public. So yeah, he's got to eat that.
We got people who are trying to support. We're going to utilize all that. And we got the media and all these platforms. You know they want to talk, so we're going to make sure the proper narrative is going out, the truth.
Be on Bigo real quick, man. So I can talk to people.
Oh, yeah, there you go, too.
He's like, put me on Bigo real quick. So he's gonna be put on Bigo.
no.
He's gonna speak. This is so hilarious, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to fuck around and talk about the Nature Boy thing again. And you know, of course, there's a lot of people who aren't usually even on my channel, and it's okay. Don't subscribe if you think I'm only gonna do Nature Boy. Do not subscribe if you think I'm only gonna be doing Nature Boy videos, because that's not the thing. That's not what's going on here. That's not at all what's going on here. So we don't know where these people are. I'm trying to figure out where this dude True is. Trying to figure out what True's internet page is, what True's Instagram is. Is it True? No, not True Life. That's a real dude. What's his name? True. Avatar Truth. Avatar Truth. The thing about it is, well, you know, here's the thing. We'll see if we can find anything what True is saying. I've been looking up Solar, trying to figure out what Solar is all about. But let's see what this is.
Because I'm sure that a lot of you had this same confidence in Nicaragua. He's gonna get a bond on arraignment.
On your mama? Put that on your father. Put that on your father, Nature Boy, that he's gonna get off on arraignment and all that. You putting that on your father?
There was no violent crime. The reason 3 God is behind these walls right now is because of false allegations.
There was no violent crime. He's seen violent crime with his own eyes. He was right there when Nature Boy had all of them circle around as he was beating on Velvet. True was right there among the rest of the clan as Nature Boy was beating on Velvet. So he knows that there have been violent crimes. He knows that his master is a devil.
Y'all gotta understand what you're saying is a reflection of who you are. It's a projection. I'm not gonna take it personal.
That should be known already. Why do you got to say it? If somebody gives their opinion, I hate it when people say, "Well, you know what? That's just your opinion." Bitch, who else's opinion is it going to be? So I hate all of you people out here. Whenever somebody says something, don't be like, "Well, that's your opinion." Bitch. So now he's like, I hear what you're saying about Nature Boy, but you know what? That's basically a reflection of how your mind operates and comes together to formulate a conclusion about things. What? That's how you know they dumb.
Of course he's a God.
Of course he's a God. Bitch, a God would say he's a God. He ain't told no judge. He ain't told nobody. But you dumb motherfuckers. And people on the video for entertainment. But he's never stood in front of a judge and said, I am God. He never stood in front of a cop raiding his home unannounced and said, this is God's house. Step off God's house. He never said nothing. He said, oh, come on in. You could have knocked, but it's no big deal. I didn't mean it when I called y'all a pig on my video the other day. Come on in. Don't even worry about nothing. Come in, cops. You're like, it's just you. Come on in. He's got no real nothing for the cops. He doesn't say that. He's got flunkies, though.
Have to be tested to confirm and validate who they are. That's what this is. That's what you're watching.
Well, yeah, we're going to rely on your silly behind to tell us what we're watching. Meanwhile, you look just like Nature Girl Fury. But the only difference is you got like a beard. And the thing about you, True, and that's very, very true, is basically you got more tattoos on your chest than you got chest on your chest with your weak ass. And it's all a reflection of who you are and how you think about yourself or what you're saying and how little you value your own life.
Even the very Jesus, the white Jesus that y'all worship in your Baptist church and your Pentecostal church, Episcopalian churches, was also arrested. The same Jesus your grandmother says hallelujah for. The white Jesus that your grandmother jumps up and down, fanning herself with that big hat on, was arrested and prosecuted and crucified. And y'all also have to understand that until you see the God in yourself, you'll never be able to see the God in others.
Says a pure bitch. Says a pure bitch. Nigga, the only time you see God in yourself is when you're looking at Nature Boy and you start getting confused. And then you call that a reflection. But you's pure bitch, my nigga. You's pure bitch. Straight up, man. You ain't even to that man level yet. Look how you acting. You're the one talking about you're going to lay down your life for the God. Lay down your life for 3. Where's your life being laid down at, dude? Go ahead and kill yourself.
Now, who joins the live and then tells somebody to go away? That doesn't make any sense. That's redundant. You could just simply put your phone down and I'll go away forever.
That was kind of clever. All he's doing is responding to people. He's not proclaiming. He's not saying he's innocent. That's all I'm here to say. Don't entertain. See, this is why they're so dumb. This is why they're so dumb. Town the Maine, when I knew him, them was off the muscle. Say what? Hopeful elect. He quick with the comebacks. That baby back in Sheba, neglectful arms. Let's hear what Solar's got to say.
I don't know why y'all hate my brother so much. He the truth, man. He the coolest dude in the fucking world since I've been here. My nigga been a thou wow with me. You hear me? I fucks with him the long way. Free the 3, man. Free the Great said that, man. Free the motherfucking 3. You hear me? Swine shit.
Yo, hey. Just like this. People who support people who...
I guess this is, I don't know if this is Solar or what, but this is supposedly the dude that was with Neytiri, I think. No, this is the dude that was with Zoka, this weirdo, the guy that Nature Boy, whose wife Nature Boy took away. That's him right here.
Who love us, show up. Hit me up. If you want to coordinate it, let's coordinate it.
I like that, T-Breeze. If they were spiritual people, right?
Get in contact with me, get in touch with me. Nah, it feels good. It feels really good. Look.
Hopeful elect. Hopeful elect. Hopeful elect says he was in the service. He's a real follower. I could tell he needed to be a part of something more than himself. Crazy to see him now. Yeah, it's pretty clear he has no real solid foundation in anything that is wholesome or alkaline, or, you know, he doesn't have that peace that passeth all understanding. He doesn't have any of that. He's basically a demon, man. He's basically a demon, man. He's basically a demon.
It feels good. This is the perfect time to come outside. It's the perfect time to come outside. The weather is right. The weather is right in Georgia. It's nice.
These dummies are enjoying the weather. They're out here enjoying the attention, I guess, in the chat. There's no real urgency here in any of them. There's no repetitive, he is innocent, he is innocent. That's all we're going to say. He is innocent. Fuck anybody. I'm going to block anybody who disagree. He is innocent. And we're going to prove he's innocent. Watch this, like, right? They need to be on. They're just looking around, glad to be outside, like a dog that has been stuck in the basement for 3 weeks. And just, wow, this is what the sun looked like?
You can just show up, just pull up, just be here, just be on the camera, just be on the live. I think that's a good idea. You just told me, there's organizations that come out here and sell fireworks and play the drums for whoever, for whatever. We got the 3. What should we be doing?
You telling us what you should be doing? You asking us what you should be doing? Or you should be shutting the hell up.
Yo, they come out here and play, use fireworks and play drums.
They don't know what to do themselves because they're actually outside and they're not being told to do nothing by Nature Boy. They're not being told to shut the fuck up. They're not being told that they're weak men. They're not being told nothing. They're like, wow, we got people talking to us. Wow, we got the presses. We got the medias. What? Wow, this is feeling great. What?
Why can't we bring a speaker and do performances? We can. Boom. Boom.
You got this real crooked smile talking about, hey, why don't we just bring some instruments out here and do some performances? Boom. And then they look into the chat, just like Nature Boy would do, looking into the chat for your answers. Just like Nature Boy would do, looking to the chat. The chat, the internet, that's their God. That's their God. They're looking for answers. They're looking to see what the chat is going to say. They're looking for clues and hints, suggestions from the chat with a crooked little smile on your weird face. This dude is so sad.
Do some performances.
We should throw a concert. That'll really, and you know what? We should make a little flyer that says free the three. Yeah, come on, y'all. Let's just talk about it. Let's not be about nothing, though. Let's talk about some good shit and see what the chat got to say.
I'm gonna end this, and they can pick it back up in a minute. We've been feeding them for a minute. I'm gonna hop off this for a minute.
He's been feeding
people?
I'm
gonna hop off this for a minute.
What?
No. What are you doing?
Being taken care of to the highest capacity that we.
Listen to this, y'all.
More updates.
Watch this, y'all.
Using this situation to show how it works.
Watch this, y'all.
So much that we can do, so much to do, so much everybody can offer.
Like what?
I don't know if you noticed, we're not worried about that. Other people's and stuff like that. No.
They're just
so it's some more updates. It's some other things that's going on, and what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna tell you yet. I'm going to make sure that first off, the Three God is being taken care of to the highest capacity that we can do.
You're gonna make sure that the Three God is taken care of to the highest capacity that we can do. What the fuck does that mean?
We're doing the most that we can for them. We're preparing.
Y'all ain't doing nothing. You're reading chats. You niggas is talking about instruments and shit you're going to bring out there. You giggling about being outside, enjoying the weather. You motherfuckers is stretching and shit. What the hell is going on? They're out here stretching, getting a tan. These motherfuckers is like, man, these dudes is like, man, we've been out here for like, they got birds, they got bees and everything out here. It's like, wow, this sun is for real. And then they're hearing Nature Boy in the back of their head. They're like, uh-oh, we got to do something. We got to do something.
We want to make this live. We want to do interviews, all that. Okay, cool. We want to make it in person. We want to get together in person. Show shows together in person. Play music. Make a scene. Make a scene. Do something. Yeah. Teach.
She's gonna come in green.
The next thing we're gonna do is we all gonna we still do want the women. Y'all gonna speak with the women, and they're gonna tell you whatever they feel like they need to tell you. All I know is that what Three God would want was for us to be together.
What Three God would want is for us to be together. Yeah, all of y'all in jail. That dude really would wish all of y'all would be thrown in jail. That's the truth. Thank you for the donation. Who was that, though? I got to make sure I can see. I totally missed that, huh? Thank you, Big Hamza 22. Thank you. Get a couple drinks with that right there. See, all y'all peoples, man. Well, I never seen him. See, y'all want me to do the things? All right, maybe I'll do some Nature Boy videos, but I ain't gonna be like nobody else. These people don't know what they're doing, and that therefore Nature Boy deserves everything. It seems like tomorrow is going to be the arraignment, where he may get a bond, but everybody's telling me there's no bond possible. So therefore, no bond possible. He's going to stay there, and we all are going to be able to see, maybe for a longer period of time, for the first time, how this group behaves without their mouthpiece. How this group of misfits and dipshits, how they comport themselves and communicate without constant direction from their supervisor. I mean, from their God or over their shoulder. He's no longer around to micromanage each one of their flaws and their ignorance moments. He can't micromanage it all. We are going to be able to see how this cult manages and who's going to break, if anybody. Who's going to break? Is this going to be a full trial? Is God, three God, Holy Trinity, is this dude going to take it all the way? Is he going to take a plea? Is he going to fight this case? Is he going to fight for his innocence? We going to see. We going to watch. But I'm curious to see how these idiots who were trained to be idiots, we want to see how he does the damn thing. That would be truth, Miss Deneen Bay. Although I am not a criminal attorney, I'm actually one of those lawyers that's pretty much done with the whole thing and looking to do other things. Okay, I even went so far as to be the guy writing the opinions for judges. So yeah, I've definitely got the degree. I passed the bar, New York, the most difficult bar to pass. So yeah, whoever wanted to know. Nature Boy told him, if I'm locked up, we all locked up. Yeah, he got them saying it all. If I'm locked up, and then they all repeated it before he could finish it, actually. Nature Boy was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be rough, but you know what? If I'm locked up, we all locked up. It like came out of nowhere. We all locked up. So we'll see how far they're going to take their own stupidity, because that's all it is right here. We're seeing naked stupidity. Naked meaning there's no Nature Boy to serve as their clothing, either verbal or physical. They are pretty much naked and dumb. And that should be a name of another TV show where people are trying to survive, but they real stupid as fuck. And you're going to sit there and watch them make all types of stupid mistakes and decisions while they're in nature. Nude or Naked and Dumb should be the name of their show. Exactly. I mean, this is not Costa Rica.
Want us to be together.
Right? In places like Costa Rica, they look at America and they don't want to do anything necessarily to disturb the relationship they have with their big brother, America, that sends them rice or gives them, plays nice, sends them some carrots, not too many sticks. But when you right here in Babylon itself, right? Babylon ain't gonna let go. Babylon like a pit bull, a rabid pit bull once they...
You want us to come together, whether it's online or in person. Keys, if you in here, I want to set up a Bigo panel with the big people, TKO, Keys, Ed, Ferragamo. Let's put Sauce in there. All the people.
They're setting up a Bigo panel, which means what? More words from people who kind of may not know Nature Boy, more people talking, more incrimination, more stupidity, more dummies. And all Nature Boy wants is just more people to know about it. That's all. He don't care. He knows the deal.
Who we close with? Who we cool? Who? Oh yeah. I want to bring everybody into a panel. We go live like that. We talk about what's going on.
This is so sad their first call, their first mode of action, their first decision is to go live on Bigo and, talk about it. This is how they're going to help or bring attention, I guess, or really make sure Nature Boy is taken care of, is to go on Bigo and talk about it.
Come up with ideas, different ways that,
Come up with ideas. See, all of this should be planned out already. It should be written in some sort of bylaws or emergency situation, just like you have drills in public schools and all these other places and buildings in New York City. Sometimes you have to figure out the protocol, worst case scenario, before the worst case scenario actually happens. But where are we now? They're in the middle of worst case scenario. Although worst case is for them to be in jail too, but the worst case is to be in feds of the United States. It's probably worse than Brittany Griner out there in Russia for her weed oil. But she's popular. She's famous over there and in the United States. So she's straight.
you can look at this as an end. A lot of y'all look at this as an end. Like three guards, this is the downfall, 3 guards. Oh, this is it. Y'all better give up. Y'all just give up. This is it. Y'all would love for this to be the end, but little did you know, this was a spark.
This was a spark. No, you know what? Dude, you're stupid. What should have been, was it a spark when he convinced you to give up your wife to him? Was that a spark? It's his spark. These people are dumb. These people are slow bust. These people are retarded, and they don't have a clue what to do, and they're going to rely on you. Not only for donating money, but also donating your ideas as to how they should go about dealing with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And things are just getting started. Things are just getting started. Yeah, let Keys know, let them know what I'm trying to do. I'll hit them up in a minute.
Are they going to get the same? Let's see how it goes.
But I think that's a brilliant idea. We're already hosting panels about us anyway. We might as well do our own panel about us. Stop there. Hey, so the news is really outside.
Yeah, they outside right now.
Yeah, FaceTime me. Let me see them. Yeah, sneak peek. Real quick. And then what I want you to do is I want you to talk to them in a way to where they can come back. Yeah, find out who's important, get their phone number, and let them know that now it's gonna work in our favor, ain't it?
They might be all in trouble. It's quite possible, especially if they want to investigate whether any of those other people committed their own crimes. I think they might just as easy, since they're calling it a cult. There's no baby bones. There's no dead bodies. There's no, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. But he's given no bond. No bond, ladies and gentlemen. And now people are talking about it everywhere. So many channels I've never even heard before. Nature Boy got raided. The whole squad got raided. Oh, okay, now they're done. So they're going to look. They're going to look back. They're going to look at Malia. They're going to notice that when Malia was trying to leave, she was getting jumped. She was getting hit on by the other women. So those women were assaulting her, but then she came back. She came back. So is it really sad, though? Nah, I don't think nothing's sad. Who said it's sad? Did I say it's sad? Their peanut brain will rattle when the feds explain what is really going on and what impact he has caused. Yeah, how long will they deny? How long will they deny? How long will they deny this whole thing? Exactly. They should not be there. They should bounce. They should just pretty much understand that there's nothing that they can do because they are so retarded. And what's even worse, since they are basically, you know, in his absence, they are who they are. They might try to figure out some sort of crime that one of them committed too, especially if they used their own accounts for certain things. Look at these people. Shout out to Nikki Justice on the Run. She has a video out about Nature Boy, and looks like my shit is live. I see. The title of my video is Pay Attention to How Dumb the Cult Is. And it is what it is. They're hoping that Solar would call Neytiri Janae. They're hoping that that Nature Boy and they can coordinate. It's absolutely nuts, y'all. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, Zoka told Solar, well, I was pregnant with your kid. Yeah, I had sex with Nature Boy, and I loved it. So this is a weird situation, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get too caught up in showing the dummies, but it's crazy how dumb they actually are. It's crazy how dumb they actually are. It's better if they leave the premises, like Fleurbrun said. Nothing but empty cedars up in here. Yeah, scatter, but they are too slow to think about saving themselves. Yeah, in the back of their mind, they know together that's a better situation, right? So they're going to convince themselves, and they're going to continue to talk, which is exactly what the feds want. They're going to continue to talk. They're going to continue to look at the chats. The feds are going to continue to read the comments. The feds are not really going to be looking for positive messages. They're going to be looking, and they're going to serve up Eligio and themselves in a platter for the feds, and they won't even know it. Ain't that about a bitch? And if there's anything I want to be known by this video, is that every single one of those members is the dumbest, is presently in their mindset of who they are within the context of that cult. They are so gone, so dumb. None of them none of them has graduated to the point of me respecting anything about them as far as who they are right now in this context. So that's how stupid they are. That's how delusional they are to think that they are what nature, that's how sick it is. It's so sick. It's disgusting. And he's got all of them just looking like this on the news. They should be saying something. Free Baba G! Free Baba G! 3 God Melanation. Free Baba G! Baba G should be coming home. Free Baba G!
Accusations are from a disgruntled former member of the Carbon Nation family.
She's always free to leave. She's saying that she was here on false imprisonment when we have live documentation of us saying, hey, if you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody's forced to stay here.
And Moses had live documentation because Bishop and Carbon Nation shares their beliefs and teachings on social media. Now, we're still working to find out when he will face a judge for these very serious allegations. Reporting live from DeKalb County, Dave Huddleston, Channel 2 Action News.
So we want to tell you what else we've been able to learn about Bishop and...
So it's not just Fox, by the way. The previous news clip I had was Fox News, okay? This right here, it looks like it's Channel 2. That's on some ABC shit.
Carbon Nation, his organization. So according to a 2017 report from the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, Bishop is a former model.
They're getting information from everywhere. From Canada, Mexico, according to authorities in Costa Rica, this cult leader is a piece of shit and he's pretty much beating his members. And according to the people over in Belize, they had to run his bitch ass out because he clearly doesn't mind being fondled and allowing kids to touch his private parts. Uh-oh. Next, from Nicaragua, we hear from authorities over there, and you know they really don't fuck with America like that. Stop sending your bullshit to my country. We were about to behead the bitch ass nigger. Stop allowing him. Take your shit back to your country. Take your shit, your bitch shit back to your country.
Stripper and barber. He has tied.
Nigga, stop glossing over who he is. People are like, oh, he was a stripper. He was an adult entertainer. He was a performer on some adult sites. No, motherfucker. You better be telling the truth. He was a gay stripper, nigga. He was a gay escort, nigga. He did strange things for pay, nigga. He did strange things for change. For 10 years. Okay? And also, he was known as Gay Tyrese, nigga. Stop just being like, oh, well, he was a performer. He was well known in the industry without telling people what industry it was. Man, I'm so mad. They're like, oh, he's a stripper and he spent some time doing the strip thing. Yeah, but he did it for niggas. Man, that's a whole different ball game. You look at him differently. We really need to emphasize this is an LGBT cult, okay? I know they like to try to gloss over that part. They like to try to, we don't want to tell too much negative about the LGBT. They're supposed to be all good people and just fighting for their rights to survive in here. But the nigga was a gay escort. Not to come back to that thing. He was a gay escort. He did strange things for change in the back of the station wagons, man. Sucking dick from the back. That's Nature Boy.
Thanks to Atlanta, dating back to at least 2009. But around 2016, Bishop and his followers moved to Central America. First Honduras, and then Costa Rica, which they were forced to leave in 2017. In 2020, reports show Bishop was arrested in Hawaii for breaking code.
Y'all just gonna skip over Mexico, or y'all gonna skip over that he went to Belize and, he got kicked out of an establishment because the owner's daughter saw Nature Boy and ran and told her mother, and the mother was like, oh, I know about him. He's the guy that allows the children to play with his thing. We're going to have to get him run out of the country. So they left out Belize, they left out Mexico, they left out, they put Central America. Okay.
COVID quarantine rules. It's not clear when he returned to Atlanta.
McMillan.
So here's another look at the home now, at the center of what we're talking about, that raid, and Bishop supporters will stay on this and bring you any new development.
Look at these dummies. They just sitting there like this, wearing black. Looking like a cult. When just yesterday they were just twerking and...
It's right here in this newscast.
Now to a developing story. Police are searching for the person who shot a man at a gas station in DeKalb.
Damn, niggas getting shot in the gas station. Well, people would do that. Gas prices too high. But still, it doesn't give you a right to be shooting people. But anyway, what about that accident they caused? I'm not sure. Was that a while ago? That must have been a while ago. So, shout out to Velvet. I don't know. I'm hoping she hasn't made any videos or anything like that. But shout out to Velvet. She's talking about send me a cash app. I don't think they're going to want this part. Again, I think Nature Boy is one of the dumbest people out here. I don't think there's anything really intelligent about him. And I don't really respect anybody that sees something intelligent about him. That's how deep it is. And now he's got his retarded behind in the back of the short bus followers responsible for sharing what their group is. for telling it, telling the world what their group is that just lost its head. So we're going to see how the snake operates without the head. We're going to see how this chicken operates without a head. Okay, are they going to be going around like a chicken head? Because that's all they are right now, chicken heads. Nature Boy's the head. The head has been cut off, and this is going to be the result. They're going to be it's going to be funny. So keep a lookout on what's going on, y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Come back to the channel. I know, just for Nature Boy if you want. Check out other videos, non-Nature Boy if you will. Make sure you press the like button before you head out. My name is Marwan Tomodachi. This is Mind Over Matter TV. We are here in 2022 looking at this group again. And my connection with the group, I came in the scene probably after Fleur Brun, after Sika. I don't know what they are doing. There were a couple people that were already sort of hip to it. But then we came in and I was like, wow, so there was nobody really, it was the most amazing thing. Then it developed into something else with so many people commenting on it, so I don't really watch too many other channels other than, I shout out Immortal Morals, shout out Carbonation is Falling, of course, other channels, Black of Black, and of course, these a number of tons of other people as well. Shout out to Bro God, of course. Shout out to everybody else, man. Shout out to Bro God. I already said that, right? Well, yeah, Macmillan, you heard the news say he was 40. So maybe that's an official age of Nature Boy, 40. This situation is terrifying. It is that someone would leave their parents, leave their own babies, leave their kids to go live with a man and give him all of their stuff, their money, their credit, whatever. They just give it to him. It's the craziest thing anyway. But anyway, thank y'all for coming through here today. Like I said, thank you for pressing that like button. Thank you for subscribing, but don't be subscribing if you think you're going to get nothing but Nature Boy. And go ahead and show up every now and then when it ain't got nothing to do with Nature Boy, this video. Peace out, y'all. This is your boy Marwan. We're going to sign it out right here. I just wanted to I wanted to focus you all on how these headless chicken are going to behave from here on out. And how deep of a hole are they going to dig themselves? And are they going to make it worse for Nature Boy? And are they going to give more ammunition for the Neytiri side? We'll see. They straight dummies, though. So you never know. And this is your boy Marwan. Mind Over Mother Loving Matter TV. And I'm about to get out of here, y'all. It's 8:45, basically. Thank you for taking this time and sharing it with me. Faith, Cocoa, Rashawn, Steph, what's happening? Flurbrun Taja Cortez, Tender Catering. Oh man, ain't this something? Clever Stranger, Wagwan, Cruella Angel. Thank you for coming through here. Yeah. Lisa Jane, Wagwan. Are you subscribed? Zenobia, what's happening? Yeah, Leonard. Thank you, Leonard Deuda. Leonard Deuda says Nature Boy's bussy was for sale. Yes, Nature Boy's bussy was for sale. Thank you, Rashawn. And of course, Yellow Y. Thank you for coming through here. Imara. Thank you, Imara. Ifawuyi. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Ifawuyi. Monteda No, Montita Great TV. Thank you. Barry G. Thank you for coming true here. Shandak 2007. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming through here today. I think that's about everybody. Sunfruit, Arlene Howard, Latanya's Bonnet. Latanya's Bonnet. Thank you all for coming through. Scarlet King, thank you for rolling through. Katrina Curtis, the one and only, says they need to find out what happened. What really happened to Zoka Baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Fula, thank you for rolling through, my guy. Oh yeah. Kofi Kwatamani fraud. The community-wide lesson continues. To see, learn, and cultivate discernment. To see with your eyes. To learn, if you want, through someone else's eyes. And to discern, if that's possible. Shout out to Kwatamana. Hopefully, thank you for coming true. If I forgot you, my bad. Bianca G, Faruqi Amin. Thank you all. This is your boy Marwan. Peace out. One love. Oh yeah.